Dinar shift. The information surfacing today is sending a profound charge throughout the entire Dinar holding community, a shift that many have been anticipating for years. This isn't merely a fleeting discussion thread on an online forum or an unverified snippet of information. It represents a significant development that has ignited a tremendous sense of urgency and activity among individuals holding the Iraqi dinar. For a protracted period, the faith of many has been tested, with notes held onto through years of speculation and hope. The news breaking today concerning the operational status of redemption centers could potentially represent the monumental turning point that so many long-term holders have been steadfastly awaiting. The core message resonating across the community right now is strikingly clear and all-encompassing. Reports suggest that redemption centers are now active and, critically, are accepting every note type. This reported policy of universal acceptance is a dramatic departure from the historical uncertainty and the restrictive rumors that previously dominated the discussion. Historically, holders faced anxiety over whether their specific notes, be they older series, different denominations, or specific print runs, would be deemed eligible for any future exchange process. Now, the overwhelming confirmation seems to be that all notes are on the table, irrespective of their size, age, or specific visual characteristics, leveling the playing field for every holder. This move to accept all circulating note denominations, from the smaller value notes to the high denomination bills, is a monumental psychological victory for the community. The previous fear, which often centered on whether notes were too old, from an obsolete series, or printed before an arbitrary date, is reportedly being swept away by this all-inclusive approach. The decision to validate and accept all note types signifies a crucial institutional confidence in the currency's foundation and structure. When a national currency system demonstrates such operational readiness and capacity for broad-scale inclusion, it serves as a powerful signal to both domestic and international observers that a major financial transition is underway and is designed to be comprehensive. The tangible impact of this circulating news is already visible in the rapid organization and mobilization of dinar holders worldwide. Chat rooms are reportedly buzzing with real-time strategic discussions, phone lines to potential exchange locations are being saturated with inquiries, and individuals are actively gathering and preparing their note collections. This collective movement represents a visible transition from passive speculation to active, focused preparation. The gates, once thought to be permanently closed or guarded by restrictive criteria, are now seemingly open, unleashing a flood of pent-up energy and hope. This is a moment of significant communal momentum, demonstrating that a widely inclusive exchange opportunity is now reportedly accessible to everyone. For many years, the primary concern was the potential for note exclusion, a worry that led to internal divisions and continuous anxiety within the holding community. This concern is now reportedly addressed head-on with the news of all note acceptance. This clarity dissolves the complex web of speculation and provides a unified path forward for all participants. It publicly acknowledges the dedication of those who maintain their holdings through challenging periods of waiting and market ambiguity. This reported institutional action eliminates confusion, removes the basis for internal fractionalization, and delivers a clear, potent message. Belief and patience in holding the dinar notes are now yielding a shared opportunity for all. The nature of this development transcends a purely administrative or technical announcement. It carries a deep emotional and historical weight. For the first time in memory, there is a tangible feeling that every individual dinar holder, regardless of the size of their original purchase or the denomination of their notes, is recognized as a vital participant in this unfolding financial event. The sentiment is one of profound validation and relief, suggesting that everyone holding the currency finally has a confirmed place in the process. This fundamental shift in access and recognition fundamentally changes the community's dynamic, moving it from a state of anxious waiting to one of shared, active participation. Online platforms, which have long served as the central nervous system for the dinar community, are reportedly experiencing unprecedented levels of activity. Reports detail countless individuals sharing advice on organizing notes, documenting their calls to prospective centers, and discussing strategies for scheduling their exchanges. This turning of hope into decisive action is creating a potent, self-reinforcing movement. Longtime enthusiasts, once sidelined or quietly observing, are now stepping forward to share their experiences and affirm their belief in this moment. The shared exhilaration is palpable, unifying holders of all scales in the recognition that this reported event is non-discriminatory. This surge in collective energy is more than just excitement. It is the observable, real-time mechanism of a major financial event gaining traction. The broader the dissemination of this information, the faster the community mobilizes, which in turn fuels further momentum toward the full-scale exchange. This is not about generating market hype, it is about establishing a foundational presence and preparedness. An action is reportedly underway, and the community is feeling the immediate effects. Successful participants are often those who are positioned and ready when access is granted, emphasizing the importance of immediate, focused preparation rather than waiting for the absolute last moment. The process of preparation must be meticulous and immediate. Holders are advised to ensure their Dinar notes are cleanly organized, carefully sorted by denomination, and secured in protective materials like sleeves or envelopes. Accurate accounting of the total notes held is a necessary step, as time efficiency becomes paramount when interacting with a redemption center. Furthermore, all required personal identification documents, such as a valid ID and supporting proofs of contact information like a utility bill, should be collected and verified ahead of time. This proactive preparation is aimed at ensuring a seamless, efficient, and stress-free exchange experience, avoiding unnecessary delays for both the individual and the processing center. Clarity in the exchange process is one of the most significant reported victories within this update. The anticipated steps for redemption are described as remarkably straightforward, devoid of the confusing, multi-layered requirements that were long feared. The operational process at the centers is reported to involve the simple steps of presenting the organized notes, confirming one's identity with the requisite documentation, and then following the specific instructions provided by the center's personnel. This reported streamlined approach, which eliminates complex vetting and hidden stages, is exactly what the community desired to build confidence and trust in the official mechanism. The simplicity and professional nature of the reported process offer a critical reassurance to the entire community. It removes the need for guesswork, eradicates the reliance on unverified rumors, and establishes a clear, official, and transparent path forward. This clean operational environment is a powerful trust builder, signaling a commitment to a smooth and professional financial undertaking. This is not a scenario filled with mystery or uncertainty. It is presented as a straightforward, tangible opportunity that is currently unfolding in a regulated and orderly fashion. A particularly encouraging aspect of this news is the reported equal standing for holders of all capital sizes. A long-held assumption within the community was that only big players with vast holdings would receive priority or even eligibility. Today's reports fundamentally contradict that notion, emphasizing that every single Dinar note holds value and is eligible for processing, regardless of the overall size of the individual's portfolio. This inclusive stance is a strong affirmation of fairness and universal opportunity for the small holder who may have only managed to acquire a modest amount of the currency over the years. The aggregated action of small holders, when combined, can generate substantial overall momentum, turning a multitude of minor transactions into a massive, collective financial wave. This inclusive policy is not merely about an exchange of value. It speaks to the principles of fairness, equity, and broad opportunity for everyone involved. The psychological boost for the small-aged older who may have previously felt marginalized or uncertain of their role is enormous. They are now, definitively, part of the main narrative, energized and validated by the reported universal acceptance. This is a call to action for every person who has held the currency, confirming their importance in this historic moment. The long-term holding of the dinar represents a journey steeped in emotion, extending far beyond the purely financial aspect. It is a story marked by decades of sustained hope, periods of profound doubt, and relentless patience. The reported opening of the redemption centers and the acceptance of all note types provide a powerful validation for this enduring commitment. The collective relief and excitement are tangible, replacing years of tension with focused energy and anticipation. This contagious enthusiasm is now driving engagement across all community channels, with holders strategizing, celebrating, and openly sharing verified information with one another. This profound psychological impact cannot be overstated. It solidifies a moment of communal triumph, where years of patient belief are seemingly rewarded. The shared energy is a powerful force, contributing significantly to a renewed confidence and optimism within the community's core. This is a human story as much as a financial one, marking a personal and shared victory for all who have maintained their holdings. For those who have followed the Dinar story quietly from the periphery, this development is a definitive moment to recognize the tangible progress and step forward to participate in the unfolding history. Beyond the immediate individual impact, this news holds potential implications for the wider economic environment. The reported opening of redemption centers and the mass exchange of all note types introduce a significant injection of financial activity into the system. As individuals move their exchanged funds, consider new transactions, and potentially plan reinvestments, this activity acts as an undeniable catalyst for broad economic momentum. Major financial institutions, both domestic and international, are expected to be closely monitoring this process, as the very act of operational exchange demonstrates institutional readiness and competence in managing a major currency transition. The demonstrated confidence in the currency system can influence domestic markets, guide various investment strategies, and generally improve overall economic sentiment. Although the full spectrum of economic consequences will necessarily unfold over a period of time, the initial participants are already experiencing the direct energy of this catalyst. The economic ripple effects of such a large-scale event are substantial, turning today's update into a potential indicator of wider financial trends. Observing these developments offers valuable insight into the dynamics that may ultimately affect everyone in the community, from the most modest note holder to institutional investors. Preparation is universally regarded as the critical component for maximizing this reported opportunity. The Dinar notes are not just paper assets, they are the required instrument for participation. It is advised to sort notes not just by denomination, but also by their physical condition and series, even with the assurance of all note acceptance. As organization expedites the processing time, close inspection of notes is recommended to set aside any that are severely damaged or excessively worn, as condition could potentially affect the speed of the transaction. Once organized, the notes must be securely stored, and total amounts must be confirmed against a verified inventory list, alongside having all required identification documents immediately accessible. Knowing the intended redemption center and its specific procedural requirements, such as whether they operate on an appointment system or a walk-in basis, is an essential layer of preparation. This proactive organization reduces personal stress and ensures the holder is prepared to act decisively when their time arrives. Preparedness is fundamentally empowering. Having all the necessary elements in place instills confidence and minimizes the risk of simple errors in a potentially high-pressure setting. Every minute invested in organization now is considered an investment in maximizing the efficiency and success of the eventual exchange process. Despite the reports of operational centers, it is vital to remember that this is a large-scale, nationwide operation that cannot conclude instantaneously for everyone. Exchanges will be processed sequentially based on submission order, and wait times, whether physical or virtual via appointments, are inevitable. Patience must be paired with strategic timing. Moving too late could result in significant delays and longer queues, while rushing ahead without proper organization can lead to avoidable mistakes. The wisest strategy is a balanced one: plan thoroughly, prepare completely, and then proceed with calm focus as soon as all logistics are confirmed. This process is viewed not as a frantic dash, but as a calculated strategic endeavor. The advantage lies with those who master the balance of preparation and timing, positioning themselves for the smoothest possible exchange experience. The equation for success is often cited as preparation coupled with well-timed action, resulting in a significant advantage. The goal is to be composed, thoroughly prepared, and ready to execute the process efficiently, which is far more beneficial than moving with rushed, unverified haste, ensuring a predictable and positive outcome. In a dynamic environment fueled by excitement, the crucial importance of verification cannot be overstated. The community is constantly cautioned to rely exclusively on confirmed official sources for information regarding operational centers and procedures. Holders must actively resist the allure of unverified shortcuts, special priority claims, or accelerated exchange promises found on unverified websites or social media. A heightened awareness of potential scams and misinformation is a necessary component of participation, as these risks often target excited and less cautious individuals. Proactively verifying every piece of critical information serves as the primary shield against financial loss and procedural complications, ensuring that the experience is legitimate and secure. Verification is the fundamental step in maintaining peace of mind and full control over the process as the opportunities unfold. When the stakes are perceived to be high, a rigorous commitment to verification is the most important single action a holder can take to ensure their participation is sound, official, and successful. A common question that continues to surface relates to the potential equal valuation of all notes. While the reports clearly confirm universal acceptance, the actual exchange process may account for factors such as the note's physical condition, its series, and its denomination as part of the official technical valuation. Holders are advised to disregard online speculation regarding complex valuation hierarchies and instead concentrate solely on the verified process. The key takeaway remains the universal eligibility to participate, which is the most significant development. Whether a note is an older print, a newer series, or represents a smaller or larger denomination, its core eligibility is reportedly secured. The specific details of final valuation will follow the established official procedures of the centers. The core responsibility of the holder is organization, preparation, and readiness to act. Attempts to second-guess valuation or engage in rumor chasing are seen as counterproductive distractions. By adhering strictly to the confirmed processes, the exchange experience is likely to be faster, more predictable, and significantly smoother. The community itself represents one of the most powerful advantages in this moment. The shared experience of thousands of holders provides an invaluable real-time source of intelligence. Online communities are now functioning as organic live update centers, with individuals reporting their current experiences, including observed wait times, minor procedural tips, and any unforeseen logistical challenges encountered at various centers. This collective insight provides essential reassurance, confirming that no one is navigating this process in isolation. The power of the community is immense, facilitating shared learning, acting as an early warning system against bad information, and allowing for the collective celebration of positive developments. For individuals new to this process, this real-time shared experience is indispensable. Watching the experiences of early participants allows others to adapt their preparation and refine their strategy accordingly. In a high-energy situation like this, staying actively connected and aware of community-shared trends can be the crucial differentiator between a stress-free process and a disorganized, anxiety-ridden one. Even amidst the high-octane excitement, a calm and methodical mindset is absolutely paramount. Holders are strongly advised not to allow the collective enthusiasm to drive rash or poorly considered decisions. The recommended approach is thoughtful, procedural, and focused on following verified instructions and established processes. The inherent emotional nature of this long-awaited moment can lead to clouded judgment. Maintaining composure and a centered analytical focus ensures that all moves are made smartly and effectively. This moment should be viewed as a historic opportunity, but it must be engaged as a methodical process that thrives on patience, clear communication, and scrupulous attention to detail. This focus is a far more productive approach than a chaotic, rush-to-the-finish mentality. By cultivating and maintaining a clear, organized mindset, holders maximize their chances of navigating the exchange effectively and ensuring a successful participation in the process. This ongoing development is a compelling reflection of a much larger narrative concerning the confidence in the Iraqi dinar's stability and future. The reported decision to accept all note types sends a powerful, non-negotiable message that the institutional belief in the currency is renewed and operational. The centers reportedly being open and accessible is tangible proof that the necessary infrastructure is fully functional, the official system is active, and the process is fundamentally real. For a long period, the community's dialogue was dominated by abstract speculation regarding revaluation and currency reforms. While the nature of the currency market means caution remains necessary, today's reported updates provide concrete evidence that the system is taking significant, forward-moving steps. The event is much more than a simple transaction of paper. It is the opportunity to witness and participate in the real-time evolution of a major financial system. Maintaining an awareness of this bigger picture helps to balance the individual excitement with a practical, grounded understanding of the magnitude of the event. Even with the reported operational status of the centers, a strategic approach to engagement remains critical. Moving forward prematurely without full organization could introduce logistical confusion or unnecessary delays. Conversely, excessive delay might expose one to heightened demand and longer processing times at the busiest centers. The optimal strategy harmonizes a state of complete readiness with a calculated, well-timed move. Notes must be fully organized, the center and its procedures known, and the visit planned for maximum efficiency. This could involve scheduling an appointment, if offered, or selecting quieter operational periods to ensure a smoother experience. The objective is not blind haste, but confident, efficient movement when the holder is fully prepared. The combination of timing, complete preparation, and situational awareness creates the ideal conditions for a successful outcome. Those who strategically combine these three elements are uniquely positioned to make the most of this reported, historic opening of the redemption centers. For countless individuals, the journey of holding the dinar has been a defining, deeply emotional experience, shaped by long-term hope and periodic uncertainty. The reported sight of centers opening, and the policy of all-note acceptance, deliver a collective surge of relief, excitement, and validation that is immensely powerful. The community is actively discussing the reported news, sharing their energy, and celebrating every small confirmed success. This reported sense of inclusion, even for those with the smallest holdings, is a crucial part of the shared psychological experience. When the community feels fully recognized and included, The excitement and confidence spread exponentially, creating a strong, self-sustaining momentum. Every single person who proceeds with an exchange will carry a personal story of their patience being rewarded. This shared, widespread energy strengthens both the optimism and the collective confidence in the broader community's future. The current excitement is genuine and highly visible. Being able to watch this process unfold and knowing that one can be an active participant is profoundly energizing on multiple intertwined levels. While the news is undeniably thrilling, a high degree of caution against external threats is paramount. Historically, moments of intense excitement attract fraudulent activity. Online sources may promise fictitious shortcuts, guaranteed instant evaluations, or non-existent special access that must be categorically avoided. Holders must protect themselves by strictly adhering to confirmed redemption centers and official procedures. Never pay for access or advice that is not verifiably sanctioned by official entities, as this is a crucial step in ensuring the experience is legitimate and secure. Proactive verification is not just a safety measure, it is the necessary commitment that allows holders to benefit from the opportunity without falling victim to misinformation or financial risk. Protecting one's physical notes, personal identity, and sensitive information is an essential part of responsible participation. Excitement is a powerful motivator, but awareness and prudence are even more powerful shields. Combining both ensures that the holder can fully benefit from the opportunity while minimizing all unnecessary risk. To simplify the process, here is a suggested sequence of clear, actionable steps for participants to follow. Step 1 is to meticulously organize and inventory all held notes. Step 2 involves researching and confirming the procedures of your nearest verified redemption center. Step 3 is the crucial task of assembling all necessary identification and supporting documents. Step 4 is the confident and calm visit to the center, presenting the notes and meticulously following all instructi. ONS provided by the staff. Step 5 requires the accurate completion of all required forms and the absolute confirmation of a receipt or official proof of submission. Following these concrete logical steps ensures that participation is smooth, highly efficient, and fully legitimate. The overall process might seem daunting at first glance, but a focused approach rooted in thorough preparation eliminates uncertainty and builds unwavering confidence. This is not a moment for guesswork or reliance on hope, it is a moment for decisive action. Action, at this reported historic juncture, is the only way to convert long-term anticipation into tangible, confirmed results. One of the most exciting elements today is the ability of holders to observe the progress in near real time. The active community channels provide a constant live stream of user-reported experiences. This immediate visibility allows participants to continuously learn, adjust their individual plans, and remain fully informed. Observing the confirmed successes of early participants offers practical planning insights, including procedural hints and tips for managing the process effectively. The enhanced transparency significantly boosts community confidence and alleviates potential anxieties. The knowledge that countless others are successfully exchanging their notes serves as a powerful reassurance that the overall system is operational and functioning as intended. Watching this chapter of financial history unfold in real time forges a strong sense of shared experience and connection. For all who have maintained their faith for many years, this visible, tangible progress is a profound validation of their patience and commitment. Even as the energy peaks, the importance of maintaining a level head cannot be overstated. Do not allow the general excitement to lead to procedural mistakes. Focus unwaveringly on the principles of thorough preparation, complete verification, and procedural clarity. Remain calm, organized, and situationally aware throughout the process. It is vital to approach each step deliberately, remembering that this is a measured process, not a race into chaos. Patience, a sharp attention to official detail, and strategic forethought are the defining allies of success in this environment. Maintaining this measured mindset is the most effective way to navigate the shared excitement and maximize the potential of the historic opportunity that is reportedly now fully in motion. The collective understanding is that decades of waiting, speculation, and hopeful anticipation are now being answered with tangible, reported action. This moment is a historical milestone in motion. Holders who remained committed are now witnessing verifiable progress. The community's energy is palpable and the unified response is clear. Regardless of the size of one's holdings, whether the notes are decades old or from the most recent print run, this reported moment is an inclusive one for everyone. Being thoroughly informed, meticulously prepared, and constructively involved is the necessary key to taking full advantage of this opportunity. If you are ready to engage, now is the decisive moment to finalize organization, verify all details, and make your preparations complete. Follow the advised steps, Prepare the notes, confirm the specific center procedures, and remain acutely informed. Do not forget to prioritize safety, avoid all potential scams, and act with the highest degree of personal responsibility. The reported update is exciting, historic, and confirmed to be real. Redemption centers are repo. Are TEDly open, all note types are accepted, and the exchange process is reportedly underway, with momentum consistently building.